Hi everyone. I guess you didn't expect me to be here less than 48 hours after the previous video. To be honest with you, I didn't expect myself either. But the reason for it is that after reading all the comments here, I realized that this previous video had actually more information in it that's obvious on the surface. And I didn't want to miss that. So I wanted to, as they say, strike while the iron is hot. So, see, there is a very solid connection between the three topics, the main topics that I discussed in a previous video. The purpose of life, which I described as not walking in somebody else's footsteps or footprints. Your ability to be free, and your physical and mental well-being, and hence also your happiness, which is basically the bottom line. This is why you and everybody else and me are searching continuously, right? Because we want to be happy. And I want to explore this connection between those three, because then it will give you a better ability to go from one to another and get to the bottom line again, which is the happiness. So let me explain. We are all born with a unique personality. And that's at least my understanding of how things work, okay? And I also consider this to be your destiny, because your personality becomes your destiny. Whether you like it or not, it's just how it works. But there is a little secret, or maybe not so little. With that personality, you receive embedded in it the tools to subvert it. Okay, I'll repeat that. With the unique personality that you receive, there are tools which will enable you in the future to subvert it and change your destiny. Actually change your destiny. The problem is that those tools are hidden from you. You have to figure out by yourself. And now I'll go to a little bit different topic and we'll come back to those tools. See, most of us believe that there is something wrong with us, or maybe easier to swallow, that we are not perfect or not complete. And there's many reasons for it. I think that how the world operates today, and it's not a conspiracy or anything, it's just evolution. We got to where we are by evolution. It's not that some government is planning to make us into zombies or whatever nonsense I read once in a while. Okay? So the way to sell things to us is actually to tell us that something is either wrong or missing, and then they're going to sell us that missing or wrong thing. This is how they sell you vitamins, and this is how they sell you books. Everything is sold on the basis that you are lacking that, right? They sell you makeup stuff because they tell you you're not nice enough. And so it goes. The real question is that you should ask yourself by whose standard that is. And the answer probably would be by the standard of the majority. And this is why I say it's an evolution, because it kind of forces us into this position, right? You see, now because we feel that way, then you go to the psychologist, you go to the counselor, you buy self-help books, and so on, to help you find those tools that are hidden in you. You don't realize you're looking for those tools, but this is what you are looking for, because you want something different. You want to change your reality. You want to manifest something, right? But the problem is that those people or books that you are going for help, they don't know where those tools are. And the reason they don't know is because those tools are hidden in a different place depending on your personality. It's unique to every single person. They are not hidden in the same place, like in your nose, and everybody is the same. No. Okay? So, let me ask you this question. Did you ever go to see somebody for help and they were told that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you? You are just you? I'm sure you didn't. So, now I looked at many popular self-help books which are out there. And most of them, not all, but most of them tell you that there is something wrong with you, as I said before, and they can fix it. Here is I would say, the ultimate one. It's called, believe it or not, Unfuck Yourself. Get out of your head and into your life. Okay, by Gary John Bishop. So what he's saying really is that I am fucked, right? And I will pay him $25 and he will unfuck me. Okay, I'll leave it at that. So we are told really that our mind has accumulated all this shit since birth. All those beliefs and habits and whatever, right? And then we are told that we need to see Sigmund Freud or somebody that's qualified by him, maybe weekly for a couple of years, to analyze us. And they will clear those things, and then we will be normal or will be okay, right? Well, let me tell you this. Like I know a number of people, quite a few actually, that changed or got rid of most of their deepest beliefs and habits by doing what? By either abandoning or joining a religion. Just like that. When people abandon a religion, especially if it's in a later age, they take all the deepest beliefs and habits and everything, and they just put it in a package and throw it away. So obviously this is possible, right? You don't need Freud for that. I mean Freud. You can do it. And why can't you do it? You're going to ask? Well, I'll tell you, because you just need to listen to me more, that's all. I'm just kidding, but maybe it's true. So let's take an example and talk about getting a job and the interview process. So what happens? Before the interview, you read everything there is out there about how to be interviewed. And then you go to the interview and you sound exactly like a record, like the record they heard probably 1,000 times before. Zero originality, right? And remember, in this kind of interview, you probably compete against 50 others, right? And if you try to imitate them, there will be one there which is better than you, knows better than you, the material that they are discussing, and you will lose, right? But if you are yourself, you have no competition. And if they don't like yourself, well, tough luck, then you don't really want that job, right? So it's a win-win, whichever way you look at it. And you realize here how that goes back to the purpose of life, right? Because this is all about being original, not stepping into somebody else's footprints. In this particular situation, not only do you step into somebody's footprints, but you actually precisely step into them, because you prepare the interview reading what all the other people were reading, right? And I'll tell you a story here talking about interviews. So one of my sons, a few years ago, he was studying geology in the university, and he applied for co-op, meaning that he wanted to get a job in the summer through the university with a company. And he never had a job before. So that was like, oh, I never get a job, I'll never find work, blah, 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 how they feel in this age. So one day, it was probably same time of the year like now, just before they finish school, he calls me and he says, whoa, I just got a call from this company, an oil company, big oil company, and they want me to do an interview tomorrow. And I'm not ready. Like I'm going to come home right now and I'm going to stay up all night and study about this company and see where, And I said to him, wait a minute. Let's analyze the situation here. Number one, if you don't get the job, you will be back to where you were 15 minutes ago, right? Nothing changed. It's not such a big deal. Number two, you tell them that you cannot do an interview like on a 24-hour notice because you like to study the company, you want to learn. Like it doesn't work like that for you. It's okay. And they may say, get lost, or they actually will look at you as different from all the other people because you are serious. And the most important thing is that I said to him, if you don't get the job and it happened because you caused that, you are in control. The fact that you rejected this opportunity from your own will and you are in control, it will make you feel so good. It will give you so much confidence that it's worth more than the job. Anyway, they did postpone the interview by a week, and he got the job. And actually became his workplace after that, because after he worked there for a few summers, and they actually hired him when he graduated. So I'm going to a different topic, which is also related, just to underline all these things that I'm talking about in a practical way. See, these days, nobody really wants to hire old people. Why? Historically, old people were considered the wise people, right? If you look in the Bible, well, there's always the old people go with Moses. They go to talk to God together because they are the wise people. And now, all of a sudden, maybe not all of a sudden, it's a process, right? Like I said, it's evolution. Old person, is not really desired. They want young people. So what is the thing here? Like, what about all the experience and knowledge and then these people have? Well, what happened is, again, it's not a conspiracy. It's just how things are programmed because of evolution. We arrived here. See, the older you get, the less you fulfill the purpose of life, right? Because you become less and less original because you are afraid. It's a catch-22. You want to be like the cool guys. So some older people you see driving with this sport car, open roof and all that. So you're trying to be like them. So when you go to an interview, you try to talk like them and to show that you are quick and you can do this and you can do that. But it's not you anymore. So you just imitate because you lost confidence in the real you. So you look really stupid. And all the treasure, all those treasures of knowledge and experience that you had, they just went down the drain. And this is the reason why you cannot get a job, right? Anyway, here's the bottom line. Remember what I told you about the face reading in the previous video? I said that if you, how people don't portray really who they are, and they try to portray something or somebody else, and how that discrepancy between the real them and what they portray causes them lots of issues and problems. See, by being yourself, original, you become free. And here's the connection between this and the freedom, being free. Okay? So you become free because you don't have the stress of playing anybody. You just do what you want to do and what you are. So that also makes you free. And as I said before, freedom will, help you shed all those illnesses and all the problems you have, because they'll come from not being free. When you're not free, you always your subconscious, it's like carrying 100 pounds, on your back continuously. So if you can be free, then you will get to that bottom line where your well-being, will you will get it back, and you will be happy. And being happy is the real bottom line. That's why you are watching all these videos, and that's why you buy all these books, because you try to be happy. You somehow are not happy, and you will never feel anymore like an imposter. You won't have that imposter syndrome, right? Because you know who you are. One more important point to keep you healthy is simplify. Every time you have a choice, and you always have a choice between things that are more complicated and simpler, always go for the simple one, because that also causes lots of stress when you complicate stuff, right? So I'll give you an example. Maybe 10, 12 years ago, I was looking for somebody to come and help me, clean the house here. And just give me a second, I'll switch off the phone here so don't get calls. And a friend recommended somebody. They came over here, and I can face read, so I saw they are really nice and organized people. And they asked me, said, what do you want us to do? So normally, I guess people would say, I want you to clean the dust over here and over there, and make sure that this is always clean, and make sure that the beds are organized, and make sure that that the bedroom is set and all that. And what I did, I said, look, do whatever you do in your home. And that's 12 years later, everything is perfect. They are happy and I am happy. And I never complicated stuff, right? Because I can never tell them all I want. But people don't realize that. You have to simplify. All right. So I hope that I expanded and give you more ways to look at those topics, or the three topics which are related, which is the originality, the freedom, and your well-being, how they are really, really, really interconnected. So I would also ask you if that you share my videos with other people, because I think that they are very helpful. I think that from the feedback that I hear, they are very beneficial, and I don't have the means really to reach that many people. The only people I go to is people that are on Facebook, and that's that, and the organic growth of the channel. So if you can share it, that would be great. And I apologize to my friends at Talk for Life and the Healing Olive for making you wait, but I just had to do this video, so it took the day today. And that's it for today. We'll see you next time. It won't be tomorrow, but it will be quite soon. So until then, be happy and enjoy life.